Hello and welcome to KU Around the Horn. I'm your host, Mike Downing. Today our experts are Bo Rotette, Kevin Sell, Gavilan Fogarty Harnish, and Khalif Smith. Question number one, Bo, starting with Major League Baseball, what are your thoughts on Tim Tebow?
Personally, I think that he was given the chance mainly due to his celebrity status. Obviously, he was a former Heisman Trophy winner, former national champion with the Florida Gators, faith activist, ex-NFL quarterback. The list goes on with him. I think that he actually is playing very well. I mean, he's 7 for 38. He has 2 home runs. His first ever minor league at bat, he had a home run in. And I do think he was given the chance to play for the Mets due to his celebrity status, but at the same time, he is having a good season so far.
Very good. Kevin?
I believe that he's playing baseball for all the right intentions. In a recent interview, he expressed his love and passion for the sport. I mean, the only reason that he stopped playing baseball was to play football at the college and then later on the NFL level. That said, I do believe that he was given the chance to play baseball again because of his celebrity status. I don't think he's putting up very good numbers in comparison to Bo's belief, but that's what I think. I think he's there to sell tickets.
What say you, Gav?
Well, Tim Tebow, he is a great guy. He has very high morals, and just he is very well looked upon by the public. And he was signed by the Mets after being out of the NFL for like 2 years. And basically, I think it was a good signing by the Mets. Even though he might not be the best baseball player, he's putting up decent stats right now, and he actually hit a home run in his first 2 at-bats. So in 2016, he hit a home run in his first at-bat, and in 2017, he also hit a home run in his first at-bat. So he has some potential, and I think it was a good signing by the Mets overall.
Very good. Khalif?
I think Tim Tebow did join the Mets because of his celebrity status. Not because he's a former NFL player and he could have had the chance to change position, but he didn't want to because he wanted to play quarterback. And his stats are not good. He had averaging .16 at bat and 9 RBIs. And personally, he's there just to sell tickets, in my belief.
Khalif is skeptical. Okay, question number 2. Turning to the NBA, what will keep the Golden State Warriors from winning the NBA championship? Kevin?
In my opinion, I believe the only thing that's going to keep the Warriors from winning the finals is going to be injuries. You know, last year we had Steph Curry. He took a knee injury in the playoffs. He missed about 4 games. He came back. He didn't play as well as he could have. You know, his numbers were not as well as his season stats. And then this year you got Kevin Durant, who was out for about 4 weeks with a knee injury. Recently came back, and then this past Sunday he suffered a strained right calf. He's questionable for Game 2, so we'll see how that goes.
Gavilan?
Honestly, I think Draymond Green is the key to the Warriors' success. He really is a team player, and he fills up all categories in stats. While he doesn't put up the most points, Curry, Durant, Thompson, they put up the most points. Draymond Green, he plays the best defense. He's one of the best defenders. And I think if he's not there, then they might struggle. And the Cavs from the East, I think they could put up a fight with the Warriors in the NBA Finals.
Well, people still say that last year when Draymond Green was ejected, then, he missed a game, right? He was suspended from the game, that actually cost Golden State their championship.
Well, yeah, they had the 3-1 lead, and then they actually lost it after that. So I think Draymond's the key factor there.
Very good. Khalif?
I think the only way any team is going to stop the Warriors is injuries or suspension. Like Gavilan said, Draymond Green is a main part of the Warriors. He's the best defensive player in the NBA, and if he's kicking people, hitting people below the belt, it's not going to help that cause. And Kevin Durant, he is out. He's been out for 4 weeks, but the Warriors learned how to deal with that and went on like a 14-game winning streak. That was unbelievable because everybody thought, oh, yeah, Kevin Durant out, the Warriors season over. But I honestly think Draymond Green is the main part if the Warriors are going to stop repeating.
Khalif's a big fan. He's got his Golden State T-shirt on under that fine suit. Bo, what do you think?
I'm going to have to agree with Kevin on this one. I think injuries, that's probably the biggest thing that could stop them from winning. But also I think you got to take into account King James and the Cavs. I mean, James, Love, and Kyrie in their first playoff game the other night scored 89 points combined. I mean, these guys, I know the Warriors have a great lineup, but these guys are very good too. So injuries and the Cleveland Cavaliers for me.
Okay, question number 3, sticking with the NBA. Who are the top prospects in the upcoming 2017 NBA draft? Gavelin.
Well, for me, I picked 3 of my top prospects. Number 1 being Jason Tatum, the freshman coming out of Duke University. He's a 6'8", small forward, power forward, and he's projected as the 4th overall pick. I think he's one of the best scorers in the draft, and he really has some high potential to be a star. Another player is Lonzo Ball. He's a freshman from UCLA. He's projected as a number 2 overall pick, and there's a lot of controversy surrounding his dad, and I don't know if that will hurt his draft stock, but Russell Westbrook, he's MVP possibly in the NBA this year, and he also came out of UCLA. And my 3rd is Luke Kennard. He's a sophomore out of Duke University, and he actually is probably one of the best pure shooters in the draft coming out this year, and he took the high school scoring record from LeBron James in Ohio, and he actually is the holder of the most points scored in Ohio state basketball history.
Very good. Khalif.
The top prospects in the draft, I believe, are Markelle Fultz because he is athletic. I think I compare him to Russell Westbrook because he can get to the paint, he can get any shot he wants. Also, Lonzo Ball, he one of the best passing point guards we've seen in a long time, and I compare him to Magic Johnson because he can see the floor very well, and he can shoot. And also, I pick another prospect I choose is Josh Jackson because he's an all-around player. He can defend, he can score. So.
Okay, Bo.
I picked 3. First, De'Aaron Fox of the Kentucky Wildcats. He had an incredible March Madness tournament. He scored 85 points, which passed the previous Kentucky freshman record held by Anthony Davis of 82 in a tournament, and they only made it to the Elite 8 this year. So I think he's going to be very good at the next level. Second, I picked Malik Monk, also of the Kentucky Wildcats. He hit some crazy shots this year. I go back to the one he hit against North Carolina in the Elite 8 game to tie the game up with very few seconds on the clock. He just has a knack for hitting big-time shots in the game. He shot 40% from the 3 and averaged 19.8 points per game, so I think he's going to be very good. And third, I have Justin Jackson of the Tar Heels, reigning ACC Player of the Year, led his team to a national championship, averaging 18.3 points per game and shooting 37% from behind the arc. So those are my 3 top prospects for this year.
Very good. Kevin.
My number 1 is going to be Markelle Fultz. He's an 18-year-old young freshman from Washington. He's a 6'4" guard, averages about 23.2 points per game. My number 2 is going to be Josh Jackson. He's a 20-year-old forward from Kansas. He's a Big 12 Freshman of the Year, first team All-Conference. He's a no-brainer in my opinion. And then last but not least, we got Jason Tatum. Only 19 years old from Duke. He's forward, and he averages just under 17 points per game, and he's extremely versatile when it comes to his offensive game.
Okay, very good. Thanks to everyone on our panel. Tune in next week when we discuss Major League Baseball. Who will win the World Series in 2017?